Okay, so we have a big breaking news coming out when it comes to nation against nation. Do me a favor and share this video. Thank you so much for the support. US intelligence warns that Pakistan is developing nuke capable of reaching America. Are you serious? Hold on, give me a second here. In a stunning development, US intelligence agencies have concluded that Pakistan is actively developing a new long-range nuclear capable of reaching targets within the continental United States. Guys, Pakistan is, you got to cross the Pacific Ocean, and then you have to pass China, and then you have India, and then you have Pakistan. That's on the other side of the world. For them to build something like this, it has to be like submarine firing it towards U.S. Territory. So we're going to see what's going on here, guys. Once again, this is a bombshell breaking news. Again, do me a favor, share the video. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. All right, so let's see what's going on here. The assessment, which has raised alarms across Washington and among global security analysts, marks a significant escalation in Pakistan nuclear ambition. According to officials familiar with the intelligence briefings, the new missile, codename Shaheen 3, is believed to be an intercontinental ballistic with an estimated range exceeding 9,000 miles. 9,000 miles. That's not even close, though. That's not. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me see how many miles U.S. to Pakistan. Give me a second here. So, wow. I was wrong. Actually, it's way past 7,000 miles. So give me a second. So the distance between the U.S. and Pakistan is roughly 7,560 miles. That's 12,167 kilometers. So, you see that? So the U.S., Pakistan could fire something towards 7,000 somewhere. I think it's much quicker from this side all the way to the Pacific, right? You have Hawaii, you have Guam, you have Alaska. 7,645 miles. I thought it was more than that. I thought it was like 10 or 12,000. I was wrong. So once again, it says here that according to official familiar with the intelligence briefings, the new missile, the new one, code name Shaheen 3, is believed to be an ICBM with an estimated range exceeding 9,000 miles. 9,000 miles. This is the reason why Donald wants the Iron Dome. Actually, he's gonna change the name to the Golden Dome. But again, he's sounding the alarm. He wants to get it ASAP. He wants to get Greenland and also Canada. He already has the Panama Canal, if I'm not mistaken. This would place nearly all of North America within its reach, a capability previously not attributed to Pakistan missile arsenal. This is not a regional warning anymore, said one senior intelligence official on condition of anonymity. Pakistan has traditionally focused on deterring India, but this leap signaled a change in doctrine. and one with global implication. Didn't Pakistan didn't Pakistan just announce the Nobel Peace Prize or something to Donald or something like that? Now all of a sudden they want to build nuke that could reach our land. The intelligence community findings, which were reportedly compiled over several months through satellite imagery, electronic surveillance, and human sources, suggest that Pakistan has received technological assistance from undisclosed foreign actors, raising concerns about nuclear proliferation networks. Everybody was focusing on Persia. Everybody was focusing on Persia and their facilities, but you got North K, and now you have Pakistan. That it's, I mean, they're building some stuff that could reach, that could pass the ocean and reach us. It's like Zelensky said. I remember it was back in February, I think. Zelensky, and then you had Donald, and then JD Vance. Remember what Zelensky said? You know, you guys are safe. You are protected because you are surrounded by oceans. But that day is not going to, the ocean's not going to save you for long. And Donald, he's like, hold on, don't talk about us now. You're not holding the cards, we are. So, but Zelensky is right. The ocean's not going to protect us. Eventually these lands, they're going to be building stuff that could reach the sleeping giant territory. They could pass these oceans like nothing. All right, so it says here, so the intelligence community finding, which were reportedly compiled over several months through satellite imagery, electronic surveillance, and human sources, suggest that Pakistan has received technological assistance from undisclosed foreign actors, raising concerns about nuclear proliferation networks. Now, this is a game changer, said Rachel, a nuclear policy analyst at the Brookings Institution. Pakistan entering the ICBM club means we now have to consider a whole new tier of deterrence and diplomatic engagement. Once again, you have the White House has yet to release an official statement, but insiders suggest the administration is preparing a joint response with NATO allies and will likely bring the matter before the UN Security Council. Hold on. Wait a minute. Pay attention to this one here, guys. The White House has yet to release an official statement, but insiders suggest that the Commander-in-Chief administration is preparing a joint response with NATO allies and will likely bring the matter before the UN Security Council. So they are keeping an eye on this one here, guys. So you got these lands, they building nukes, they're building stuff, and we are definitely seeing technology just rising, AI, everything just rising. And, these lands, they're upgrading their equipment. Can't forget the Red Dragon. China said they're going to have an extra 900 nukes by the end of, 2026 or 2027? As expected, the revelation has sparked heated debate in both diplomatic and defense circles. You have Senator Mark, a Democrat from Massachusetts, a member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, said on Tuesday. Now, I truly apologize. I don't know if that's Massachusetts. I truly apologize. I think that's Michigan. I truly apologize, guys. All right, so we need to take this seriously. A nuclear-capable Pakistan with global reach isn't just a security issue. It's a policy failure that's been years in the making. Pakistan Gov has neither confirmed nor denied the intelligence report. However, a spokesperson for the Pakistani military issued a brief statement. Pakistan remains committed to peace and regional stability, but will not compromise on its national defense. The international community is bracing for fallout as the sleeping giant waits its option, ranging from sanctions to diplomatic isolation or even missile defense repositioning. Once again, the sleeping giant has reportedly increased surveillance over suspected Pakistani test sites. Wow. Buckle up, sleeping giants. Buckle up. All right, so according to the report, if Pakistan, who does make or acquire such an equipment, the country will be viewed as a nuclear adversary by the sleeping giant. Give me a second here. So it was a report published by Washington. They put out the news. They put out this urgent news here. According to the report by Foreign Affairs, if that country does make or acquire such an equipment, the country will be viewed as nuclear adversary by the sleeping giant. The report comes amid buzz that Islamabad was looking to upgrade its equipment arsenal with support from the Red Dragon. The Red Dragon. After India launched the Operation Sindoor last month. So the Red Dragon is really getting involved. Didn't the Red Dragon help Pakistan get nukes back in the 70s, right? In the 70s, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Red Dragon helped them. Any nation that has nuclear and is considered a potential warning or opponent of the sleeping giant is termed by Washington as a nuclear adversary. And once again, the Red Dragon, the Bear, and North K make up the current list as of now. But according to official quoted in the report, Pakistan, who may also find a place in the list if it gets that equipment. Guys, this is very concerning. I mean, 9,000 miles? They could fire that from their land. They could fire it towards the sleeping giant, the Big Apple, LA, Florida. I mean, it would probably take, I don't know how long it would take. Maybe it would take like 30 minutes to reach. 30 minutes, possibly. That's why Donald is working on the Golden Dome. If Pakistan, acquires this equipment, Washington will have no choice but to treat the country as a nuclear advisory. No other land with this powerful equipment that can target the sleeping giant is considered a friend. The report quoted on the sleeping giant official saying, in other words, the U.S., the sleeping giant, is telling Pakistan, if you're trying to upgrade that equipment to reach us, we no longer friends. We would not be friends. Official position of Pakistan has always been that its nuclear program was strictly focused on deterring India, developing short and mid-range. Once again, this powerful equipment, which can be armed with both nuclear and conventional warheads, are capable of hitting targets over 5,500 kilometers. And Islamabad currently doesn't have any ICB in its arsenal. It had tested the surface-to-surface mid-range, the Shaheen. The missile has a range of over 2,700 kilometers and brings a number of the Indian cities within its range. Alright, so this is the one that they're trying to upgrade. Alright, so that's the one. The reason Pakistan might be developing an ICB, to target the sleeping giant. Pakistan might have started developing an ICB, to try and deter the sleeping giant from trying to eliminate its nuclear arsenal. In case of a preventive strike, it might have gotten even more motivation after Washington's strike a nuclear facility in Persia. Wow. The missile might also prevent the sleeping giant from intervening on India's behalf if the neighboring countries clash again. The sleeping giant is viewing the development with a lot of concern. It had imposed fresh sanctions related to Pakistan, long-range ballistic equipment program last month. The sanctions were slapped on the National Development Complex, the state-owned defense agency overseeing the missile program, and three other firms. Any sleeping giant property belonging to the four entities was frozen, and once again, American firms were barred from doing business with them. Islamabad had called the move biased. Neither India nor Pakistan is a signatory to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. The treaty is aimed at preventing the spread of nuclear and promoting the peaceful uses of nuclear energy. All right, so that's where we at. This is all over here, guys. But very concerning. Very concerning. So the sleeping giant is keeping an eye on this one here. 9,000 miles. That is insane. Wow, this is where we at right now. As we move forward, technology is rising quick. It's like it's going too fast now. It took us so many years. It took us 500 years to get where we at right now. All this technology, all these stuff, it took us like over 500 years to get where we at right now. And now that we in this spot, I mean, it just everything, instead of coming in years, is happening in seconds. Things are being upgraded really quick. Technology is a big thing. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share the video. I'm going to keep it updated when it comes to nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ. For He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.